Welcome back today to Whiskey Thoughts and Tater Tots Beer Edition. We have an exciting treat for you today. We just picked up our 2020 Bourbon County Stout and variants, and we are about to go through. I'm Alden.
I'm Adam.
And today we have a guest, Alec.
With a C.
Hello.
With a C.
With a C.
With a C.
That is correct.
I got up at 6 o'clock for this. What time did you get up?
5:50, and you've been up since 1.
Yeah.
You don't count.
Yeah.
He wasn't even with us.
But, you know, the interesting thing is that what we saw online is just a bunch of beer snobs or people that are, like, just too good for everybody else. So, Alec doesn't know too much about beer, and especially not stouts or anything like this.
Yep.
Like, he wouldn't know that something like this is happening. So we thought it would be interesting to have two people who are seasoned but know nothing about beer join somebody who's not seasoned and knows nothing about beer.
You saying I don't know anything about beer? Did you just insult me in front of YouTube? In
All 23 subscribers.
In our own channel. I'm dumbfounded right now.
Well, I will try my best, and I will let you know what I smell and taste.
Yeah, literally just like just whatever
Comes to
you
mind.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
for
spit
sure.
it out. Because I think the biggest mistake that as a newbie, whether it be beer, wine, spirits, is like you're too afraid to say
Yeah.
anything. And if you're just like too afraid, then you end up saying nothing.
Looks like
That's
motor
how-
oil.
My problem will probably be I don't have the vocabulary that you guys have, you know?
Oh, you're fine.
We try not to be pretentious. We're down to earth.
So up first we have the OG Bourbon County. This year's edition was aged in Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill, and Wild Turkey barrels. Comes in at 14.6%. So yeah, right on the nose already. I get definitely the cocoa.
Cocoa,
a lot
yeah.
of cocoa.
You just tell it's gonna be thick. It's almost like you said, like almost like
Motor
a
oil.
motor oil. Yeah, like a slight petrol.
This is not chilled, by the way. When we like to have our stouts a little room temperature.
Room temp. That way you can see or smell all the astringencies and everything out of there.
This is very intimidating to me.
I love it. A little bit of effervescent too. I don't know. Have you had it yet? There's a little bit of like carbonation bubbles. Just a little bit.
There
Nothing
is.
too overpowering.
And even though, so like, I know obviously different realm, but we had the Dogfish 120 recently, and that was just, I mean, you're getting the smell, like, same, like, thick motor oil, and that was just, like, it was undrinkable heavy, obviously an IPA. But this, for what it is, how heavy it is, it's actually quite light.
Yeah, with the 15...
You think it's heavy? I think it's light.
I think it's got full body.
Oh yeah, but it's definitely light.
Yeah,
I've had
yeah.
a lot more thicker stouts.
Yeah, I thought this was going to taste a lot more alcohol-y on my tongue, and it actually goes down really, really well.
No, the thing that they do well,
like fudge.
they hide the alcohol very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised by that. Yeah, you guys called that. I was trying to put my finger
I'm
on that.
surprised that you actually do you like this?
I really actually do.
Because you don't like
Wow.
coffee, and like there's a lot of coffee.
I like
you
coffee
didn't-
if it's
you didn't
super
You didn't
light.
like the espresso
I
today.
hated that espresso.
But this-
Hot espresso with nice cold ice cubes in the middle. Gross. I'm very surprised on how much I like this.
So, this costs $12 or $13?
$12.99.
Wow.
$12.99, and then the barley wine like last year around $17, and then the upper one at one place we got at $20, at the others we got $22, which blew our minds. But yeah, so they're expensive, like a bottle.
It's like spicy on my tongue. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. Not extremely spicy, but
Yeah,
Pepper.
maybe a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
yeah. This is the first.
Stout.
Well, no, of whatever this
Bourbon
like.
County?
Yeah, Bourbon County that I've ever tasted. So.
I don't know. What do you think?
About what? I already gave my thoughts.
Let's get
He's nodding over there. I'm like, all right, he's following what I'm saying. So I ask him, nope. Alrighty, on to our first variant, which is the London Fog, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So, this was actually inspired by the London Fog tea drink in London. And they... so one of the brewers actually likes tea more than coffee, so they wanted to investigate that. So they mixed in Earl Grey tea and black tea, and then with some honey, and it's the first time they did it. So it's really, I'm interested to see how it'll compare to the first, and then also just by itself.
Yeah, they did a lot of weird variations this year. It's their 10th anniversary of Bourbon County, so they kind of went all out with a lot of their variants. This one comes in at 14.1%, so a little bit lower ABV than the regular.
I'm excited to see how different this is.
Don't say anything yet, because I want to smell it and then see what I think.
Yo,
because this one's as far as I'm concerned, a
aroma
toss-up.
totally different.
Wow.
Tea.
Tastes like a tea. Taste. Smells like a tea bag.
Yeah.
Pepper. I get that pepper. There's a lot of pepper. I love tea, by the way.
I was smelling like fruity or like something like lighter, obviously lighter, but
Bright bergamot aroma from Earl Grey tea. I mean, deep.
Probably
dark
whatever
tea.
the tea bags they use.
yeah.
So yeah, right when you pour it into the glass, you're getting boom. It's kind of like like you just took a tea bag out of the box. So it's not like it's steeped yet. It's like literally just like a very bright Earl Grey.
I don't know how I feel
Smell.
about that in my mouth.
And then it kind of lingers. But I mean, you're still getting those same like cocoa, caramel, vanilla nibs that you're getting like on the original. So it's like similar to the original.
Yeah, but there's a lot of pepper. I don't like black pepper.
You know what's interesting? I think like up front it's just incredibly sweet, and I know like they're sweetening it with they threw honey in there, and I don't know if they actually put like an amount to actually make a difference or if it's just like natural flavors. But you're getting like that overly sweetness up front, which like it was a little more dialed down in the original, and then I think it carries through. But like the tea kicks in,
Yeah, it's very sweet.
that really
for a
like
stout.
kicks you in the ass.
I don't know if I've had a stout. Well,
sure.
this sweet.
It kind of feels like the two flavors are like battling it out.
Yeah, they're clashing.
Yeah.
And it's like obviously like coffee and beer. Like I mean like everybody makes like some sort of like coffee, beer, whatnot. All into the spectrum with me, man. But like tea, I think it's interesting that they
I
mess
give
with
them
it.
credit for thinking that. I mean, I would never think of something like that.
Definitely.
I just want to make an apology. I think I've been looking at the wrong camera this whole time again. If you picked up on the last
You
video.
know what? I've been looking at the
So,
wrong camera too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to.
Which one have you been looking at?
I've been looking at the
Phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been looking at the right one.
And
I'm
you.
just gonna apologize because
One
I've
good-
I'm gonna
done
apologize
that
too.
before.
I would say the finish. I'm not a fan of the finish. Like maybe if you love tea, you'll like it, but I just don't want to finish on.
You know what'd
tea
be
notes.
interesting? Like if there is ever a thing as a cold stout, I feel like this might be a good cold stout.
I really don't know where to pin this. It's so much more like
give you props for
complex
going
than the
back.
first
That's
one.
literally what I was about to say.
Because
Yeah.
I don't. It's
I'm
tough to stomach this one.
You know what?
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be insulting, but this one is significantly less for me than the first one for
You
sure.
don't have to be insulting. This is a public area. You can voice your opinion.
Well, people put a lot of hard
Anything,
work and
really.
effort into this. I hate to be like.
They're not.
Well,
They're not going to be watching this video. Though,
We
so.
throw trash
Maybe one
left
day.
and right.
Maybe one day, but you know.
I don't think this is bad, and I'm not. I'm not saying this is crap. I think it's interesting. I'm glad that they made it because I love to see a variety of experimentation on the market. Because like this could be somebody's favorite thing. You'd be like, oh, why isn't everybody else
and
make a?
it spreads ideas. It can
Yeah.
inspire somebody else.
Yeah,
to
I
make
mean
something that's-
creativity. I give them you know a plus on it, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Ha.
Oh my lord! I was waiting for that one.
If you've made it this far, which we appreciate, we got one more variant to try. This one kind of got mixed feelings about. Didn't really care for last year's. This is a wheat wine in Larceny bourbon barrels, and I don't know.
No, you know what? No.
I don't really know what.
So he's coming
It was
in.
wicked sweet last year. It was a drain pour.
What was last year's in Larceny Barrels?
Yeah, but it was also a barley wine, wheat wine. I don't know.
So he has already passed his judgment. I'm keeping.
He'll keep an open mind,
I
but
will
he'll
keep an
come
open
to
mind.
my side.
And I have a completely open mind, so.
Yeah, no. So I love this.
I can't wait to see what the color is on it because I know last year's variant was totally different because it's not a stout and it's probably going to be exactly what I thought. I gave myself way too much there.
And you're gonna finish it.
It
Alec,
smells
finish it.
exactly the same as last
Damn.
year's.
All right, I need you to
guys
stop
poured this
talking.
out last year?
No, I did. I couldn't.
Wow.
It wasn't. I don't know. You got to have a specific flavor profile for this type of beer. There's not too many wheat wines and barley wines on the market. And it's just, yeah. See, he might be coming.
No.
It's
I don't know. This.
it's definitely sweet.
Yeah, it smells a lot like the previous one to me.
I get a lot of honey,
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
a little bit of caramel with some vanilla, classic notes. But it's just, I don't know.
Ooh.
Okay.
I love how it
You know
first
what?
rests in my mouth.
I'm so wrong.
Thank you. Thank you, but that was only.
It's a lot sweeter up front, but the finish and in your mouth,
Yeah.
it's not that sweet.
What's the sweetness though? It's not just honey.
I think a lot of it is honey.
Yeah, and it's almost. I mean, honey and wheat. It's like you go buy a bakery and.
I guarantee if you put that up against the last year's, do you have last year's? Pull it out just for a second. Yeah, that one. That was in larceny barrels.
That one's probably way lighter.
Same thing. Was it
What's the percentage? Because
So this one's 15.3 and this is 14.6, so about the same thing.
But you know what? I think
This is a hell of a lot better than that one.
It's incredibly smooth in the finish on it.
You should open that one.
No.
I tried. I almost get some like s'mores or graham crackers.
No, I think
Like graham cracker.
s'mores is
I get like graham cracker, like just regular.
for
graham
sure.
cracker.
Yeah. So like brown sugar,
Okay,
graham
brown sugar.
cracker. Well, no. I'm saying I would almost get like the whole s'mores thing, but I think what you're pulling out of there, like from the graham cracker, is the brown sugar, which mixed with the honey, you're getting that wheat backbone. So it's not like full bodied like we had in the previous two, but definitely like a medium to full body. It drinks very easily though.
Yeah, I almost wonder if because the one I had last year, I aged it a year. I wonder if that killed it. But Alden, want to start it off? Where's your favorite? And you can't say the two mixed together because that's not.
Yeah, no.
And don't feel obligated to go with what I went with.
I would say the easiest for me to drink was the wheat wine, but I enjoyed the tea because it was just interesting. I think just the basic one, great stout, but I like the tea because it added a little something. Like if I was going to someplace, I'd be like, "Yo, I got this tea infused stout." Sort of thing, like that'd be the selling point, and like people, like I would pour to people, they'd be like,
"It's gonna be a yay or a nay."
Yeah, it's like, oh, I get that sort of thing, but I mean, if I were to get just one, would be the tea,
Really?
the London Fog.
Oh. What about you, Al?
Interesting. Definitely, I would get this. I don't know what to tell you why, but it was just a nice, dark, rich flavor. It didn't have all these, I don't know, fancy, gimmicks. And I feel like you go to a stout to get that dark, rich flavor. You don't go to a stout to get, like, these different things. But, I mean, it's great that they're experimenting with it. But it's just, I like this for my money for sure. I could see myself actually drinking that. These two, I would never.
I gotta go with the old classic. I gotta go with the OG. I think for $12.99, it's good. I mean, these, I'll give them credit for going outside the box for the tea. This one's kind of along the same lines as last year, but it's not as sweet. But I think it's just, I love the characteristics of it, and I think it's just fantastic.